Welcome, I'm Belle and I'm glad you found my channel. Welcome to week 52, the last week for 2018 with everything with wing. So today I'm gonna use this stamp here, which is from the Little Darling rubber stamps called Tinsley. I would call her Miss Santa Claus Fairy, whatever you want. And I'm gonna use the stamping thingy here to help to get a real clear impression. And that's a mixed media paper. Make sure that you use the fine side, not the rough side, for stamping. Makes life easier. And I guess I have to stamp her something like that. So I miss her. That should work. I'm gonna cut her out afterwards. And I want really dark lines everywhere, crisp, so that's why I use this stamping pad H, whatever it is. Give the ink a little bit time to transfer, and I would say I go a second one. There are some spots missing here, like here the hand isn't completely, you probably can't see it, it's really small. So I make sure I have ink everywhere and just do it again. I'm still not happy with the hand. What's wrong here? And the legs. Maybe I have to re-ink my stamp pad pretty soon. That's better. Okay. Put that aside. And give it a little bit of a blast with the heat gun to make sure that it is really dry. So I want all the parts that are fur, I would say, like the collar, the headband and along the shoes. I want to use the embossing powder. And it's a chunky embossing powder from, I guess it's from Stebendos. Don't quote me on that. You can use anything you want. And to have them just there, I use the embossing pen from Tsukineko. There are other brands out there. Just look what you have. There's a large tip and a small tip, and because there are small details, I'm gonna go for the small. The good thing, there is a blue tint to it, so you actually really can see where you did color in. So my next step is adding the embossing powder. There's glitter in it, and if you want to have it somewhat dispersed, you have to shake your thingy a little bit. And it is rather a coarse one. Let's see how it works. Now you can see there, you can barely see it, but there is glitter all over. I don't care about that. And because it's a coarse powder, I don't want to tap it because I really want the big chunky parts. So if I tap it, they may get lost. And the other thing I do, I go from underneath. And now that it has settled a bit, I can go from above. Now for the glitter that's still on the paper, which I don't want, I simply can wipe it away. I do use some water-soluble markers. I have the Aqua Spectrum Noir. You can use any brand. They're very well saturated, so for the face especially, wrong side. I just scribble them on the non-stick mat or on a plastic sheet or whatever you have, and start with testing it first, still too bright for my taste. That's about what I want. For the clothing, I want it rather dark, and I'm actually not quite happy with that kind of red. I have to see if I can find another red. It's a little bit too much on the magenta side. It is okay, but I would prefer more fire brick red. More. Okay, so I went a little bit overboard here. Just use a bit of a towel and lift it up with the water. Now I go and look if I can find another red. Not really, I do switch to the Tombow. That's the kind of red I want. If you don't have those water-soluble markers, you could use instead water-soluble crayons, color crayons. That works as well. So for the hair I go with some beige and a light, like a hazelnut brown. And for the eyes, some blue. And I give her some red lips. For the wings I have this glimmer sparkle from Spectrum One, and I actually think I'm gonna add just a touch of blue first and spread it a bit. Well, there's still red on it. Okay. And no, that's not the sparkle, that's the sparkle. She needs sparkly wings. Okay. Now I have lost some of the lines which I don't like, so I use a Micron archival ink pen and just add them again. Now I'm gonna cut her out, and I need a decent scissor. So I want to give her a little bit of dimension. So I'm using again my tool. So it just looks better that way, I think. I'm gonna use foam dots to lift her up. So the next step is to bind the book and doing the front cover, which will be in a separate video.